Here's number 15. So again, we're doing PEMDAS in reverse. Step 1 is to add or subtract. On the side with the variable, I see subtraction. So our inverse is addition. We're going to add 5 because that will make 0, which helps us get rid of that integer. So we're adding 5 to both sides. So on the left, we still have some number divided by 4. And on the right, negative 7 plus 5. That's like a game of tug of war. So we have negative 7 and positive 5. The negative team is going to win because they have 2 extra players. Okay, so now we have to multiply or divide. On the side with the variable, I see a division bar. The inverse of division is multiplication. So we're going to multiply by that 4 on both sides. And we're choosing that 4 because it was in the denominator. And now that when we multiply it and it's in the numerator, we have 4/4. So if we have fourths and we have all 4 pieces, we have 1 whole. And 1x is the same as just a x. And then negative 2 times 4. I'm going to flip-flop this and put the 4 first. This is the commutative property. So we have 4 times negative 2, same thing. But then it's easier to make sense of it. I have 4 groups. And each of those groups have 2 negatives. How many negatives do I have in all? 2, 4, 6, 8. So my answer is x equals negative 8. And lastly, let's do number 16. Four equals negative 5 times a number increased by 9. So first step is addition or subtraction. On the right side is where we have our variable. I see a subtraction and an addition. But really, that first one is a negative because that first term has a variable. Okay, and our goal is to get rid of the integer when we add or subtract, and the 9 is our integer. So we're going to say we see addition, and our inverse is subtraction, and we're going to subtract that 9 because that's the integer that we want to get rid of. All right, so looking at the right side, we still have our negative 5 times x, but we don't need to write anything else because this is 0, and 0 is the same as nothing. On the left, we have 4 minus 9. That is the same as 4 plus negative 9. So I'm going to have another little game of tug of war. The negative team wins because they have more. So we tied with these, but we have 5 extra negatives, so negative 5. Our next step is to multiply or divide. On the right, the side with the variable, it says negative 5 times x. The inverse of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide, and we're going to use the negative 5, which is the coefficient of x, because any number divided by itself is 1. Let's do it over here also to keep it balanced. Okay, so again on the right, we have 1x, which is the same as just a x. Hey, anything divided by itself is 1. We also have 1 on the left. So x equals 1. So make sure when you type it into the Google form, you put the x first. X equals 1.